Hello, everybody. We are live. Charlie Marlow here on the Kenny Wallace YouTube channel. Pretty interesting story you see there on the headline. Ravens quarterback, and by the way, this is not a hoax. This is real. Baltimore Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson files trademark complaint versus Dale Earnhardt Jr. over the number 8. This is crazy, folks. The NFL, NASCAR. Now, this is not filing a lawsuit. This is not technically you're suing someone. It is called trademark opposition. Let's dive into this because I saw this story last night. I'm like, what the heck is going on? People are talking about it all over social media. So here we go. I'm going to read you, by the way, from the Daily Mail. You guys love the Daily Mail, right? What a quality publication. Here's their headline. Lamar Jackson launches petty legal attack on NASCAR legend Dale Earnhardt Jr. in bitter feud. Is it really bitter? We'll see. It does sure seem like it's petty, not Richard Petty, pun intended. It does seem petty coming from Lamar Jackson. So I'll read further here. Okay, so Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s company, according to this article, DEJ Holdings, moved to trademark the number 8 for merchandising back in 2024 last year. Remember, of course, he brought the car back for his late model race there. It was a huge success. They sold tons of die casts and all the gear and the Budweiser. It was fun. It was a throwback. Everybody was nostalgic about that. It was really cool. So he moved to trademark the number 8. And here's another thing. Dale Earnhardt Jr. has been running the number 8 Budweiser car since 1999, or he started, I should say, in 1999. Do you know how old Lamar Jackson is? Lamar Jackson, I looked this up. I think he's 27 years old. 27 years old. So he was born in 1997. So he'll be turning 28. So Lamar Jackson was 2 years old when Dale Earnhardt Jr. started running the number 8 Budweiser car. It's a number. Lamar, it's the number 8, right? Who owns a number? Who owns a letter? Who owns a number? It's the number 8. And I think this is the interesting part of it. So, and I'll get to it in one second. So Jackson, according to this Daily Mail article, has previously filed a trademark Era 8 and Era 8 by Lamar Jackson for products including hats, shoes, and bags. And apparently I was reading from another article that he also did a similar trademark opposition to Troy Aikman. Troy Aikman was trying to have a trademark on 8 spelled out, EIGHT. I just think this is crazy. First of all, I know that I'm speaking right now to a NASCAR audience. So you're all going to say that Dale Earnhardt Jr. is more synonymous with the number 8, which I think he is, big picture. But also the NFL, we know, let's just be honest, the NFL is much bigger than NASCAR. But Dale Earnhardt Jr. is the biggest star in NASCAR still, even though he's no longer a NASCAR driver. He's an owner with Junior Motorsports in the Xfinity Series, and obviously they ran the Cup car with Justin Allgaier for the Daytona 500. But I do find this kind of interesting because who do you think, whether it's United States or globally, who do you think is bigger? And I haven't even looked this up. I wanted to do it live on the show here. This doesn't really matter, but let's look at Instagram, right? Instagram followers. Who has more? And I have no clue. I'm doing this live with you. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is a huge star, but we also know that the NFL is a different ballgame. So here we go. Lamar Jackson on Instagram, his handle is new era 8, new underscore era 8. He has 3.6 million followers on Instagram. Let's see what Dale Jr. has. So 3.6 million for Lamar Jackson. Dale Jr. has 1 million followers on Instagram. Does that really matter? I'm just talking about cachet, Q rating. Again, we all know Dale Earnhardt Jr. is the biggest thing in NASCAR still. The Earnhardt name, one of the biggest names, if not the biggest in the history of NASCAR. But the NFL is a different ballgame when we're talking about a trademark dispute, right? And who has access or who owns a number. When I say owns, obviously they're both trying to trademark this number. Let's go to X. And I won't do this for every social media site, but I'm just kind of interested because people have more followers on different sites, so on and so forth. If you can hear the rain in the background, I'm here in St. Louis, Missouri. It's just been raining freaking nonstop for weeks here. So on X, Dale Earnhardt Jr. has 2.5 million followers. Lamar Jackson has 1.2 million followers. So there you go. Dale Jr. has him on X, double the followers. But on Instagram, Lamar Jackson, what did we say? We said 3.6. I already don't even remember. What did I say Dale Earnhardt Jr. had on Instagram? I don't have the best memory. We had Lamar Jackson with 3.6 million Instagram followers and Dale Jr. with how many? How many? I'm finding it here, folks. I'm not a big Instagram person. 1 million. So Lamar Jackson has 3.6 times the amount of followers on Instagram. And is that really important? I just thought it was interesting to see because, again, we're going to have two people here who are kind of saying, no, this is my number. I'm the bigger name, or I should have the rights to this. Dale Jr. is the biggest thing in NASCAR. He was using the number first. He was using it back in 1999 with the Budweiser car when Lamar Jackson was 2 years old. I also think it's funny because on Herman Schrader this past week, there was a fun little debate about, are numbers even relevant in NASCAR anymore? And I still think they are. Kenny Schrader didn't. But going back in the day, the iconic numbers, 43 for Petty and 3 for Earnhardt and 24 for Jeff Gordon and the 2 for Rusty Wallace, I still think there's a lot of cachet with the numbers. Probably not as much now. I would agree with that. But I do think somebody like Dale Earnhardt Jr., especially the red 8, I feel like can't both of them use this, by the way? With Dale Jr., it's a red 8. Excuse me, it's a white 8 with red all around it. Looks totally different than a white 8 with purple all around it or whatever they're going to do with Lamar Jackson. I think this is kind of silly. So the article that said this is petty, it does feel petty. I feel like both these guys should be able to have merchandise with the number 8 in their different ways. It's a number. It's a number that's been out there since who started numbers? The Egyptians? I don't even know. Numbers have been around forever, right? Does anybody really have ownership of a number? I understand color schemes around a number. Okay, we're kind of getting in the legal weeds here, but I want to hear from you guys as well. I'm not going to go super long on this video. I just found it very, very interesting. And look, it's two iconic big names in Lamar Jackson, in Dale Earnhardt Jr., in the NFL, in NASCAR. We got some overlap here. We got some sports overlap, which is always fun. And remember, as I said earlier, if you're just joining us, Lamar Jackson also did a similar thing to Troy Aikman, who also has been around a lot longer than Lamar Jackson, with the number 8, of course, from the Dallas Cowboys. So I'm going to read some of your guys' comments as well. We have 172 of you watching live on YouTube. This is also going to be posted on Kenny Wallace Media Podcast. By the way, since I have you, please give us a like. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Please comment. That helps our engagement on YouTube. And if you're listening on podcast, also, please give us that 5-star rating. We really appreciate it. Comment. All that engagement helps get our videos and our podcasts out to as many people as possible. I've been talking with Kenny Wallace all day, actually. We also posted a video earlier, a funny story about Jimmy Spencer's dad. And he walked into the wrong RV back in the day. It was Kenny Wallace's RV because all the RVs look the same. So there you go. That's what we have going on. And we also have Clay Milliken on the Kenny Conversation, NHRA drag racing champion. That's on YouTube, Kenny Wallace YouTube, but also it's on Dirty Mo Media Podcast. So just quick, catching you up with what's going on this week for us. But now back to the story of the day. If you're joining us right now, Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson files trademark complaint or opposition. He's not suing Dale Earnhardt Jr. It's a trademark complaint or opposition versus Dale Earnhardt Jr. over the iconic number 8, which they both use. Dale Earnhardt Jr. started driving the 8 car in 1999 when Lamar Jackson was 2 years old. But of course, now Lamar Jackson, very famous, very popular MVP quarterback, needs to win the playoffs, we know, with the Baltimore Ravens. And I'm rooting for him. I got nothing against Lamar Jackson. I want him to win in the playoffs so he can shut everybody up about the fact that he doesn't win in the playoffs. But I do think this dispute is petty, like the Daily Mail said. I don't think he's going to win. I feel like in the end, they're all going to be able to use the number 8 in their own ways to market products, and I feel like they should. Let's go find out what you guys are saying. I'm not going to read all of these. And be nice, people. Be nice. Narnia 1086. This is what I'm saying. It's just a number. Why is it a big deal? That's what I'm saying. How about this from Racer Guy? Geez, he doesn't understand messing with Junior Nation. LOL. But they both have huge, huge fan bases. We said Instagram followers, Dale Jr. 1 million. Lamar Jackson 3.6 million. X followers, Lamar Jackson what? 1.2. Dale Earnhardt Jr. doubles him up with 2.5. I'm just throwing it out there so you see. Right, we all know the NFL is the biggest game in town, in the United States for sure. I don't want to say the world because soccer is more global, but you know what I'm saying. Let's see. CP 6565 says, in other words, Lamar Jackson wants no one but him to be able to use the number 8 from now on. Not on jerseys. This is trademark opposition. So Lamar Jackson is saying in terms of marketing products, hats, merchandise, that's where this feud, as the Daily Mail says, a bitter feud. I can't wait to hear what Dale Jr. has to say about this. If he's allowed to talk about it, because again, this is in the legal realm. I don't know exactly what we call it, trademark complaint opposition, but it is in the legal realm. So maybe he doesn't want to speak publicly, but who knows? I would think next week on the podcast, maybe he does. I don't know. We have a partnership with Dirty Mo Media, but I don't talk to Dale Jr. every day. If he wants to call me, we can talk. I don't think he wants to call me at all. Not that, hey, it's all good. I'm just saying he's got bigger fish to fry. But we'll see if he talks about it next week on the Dale Jr. download. Let's see. Here we go. Venom says, excuse me, it's not the DEI style 8. It's the newer style 8 that Junior Motorsports has. Okay. Either way, it's still the iconic 8. There's red, right? It's a throwback to the 1999 car when he started driving for Budweiser. I'm not going to get into the weeds of exactly what the 8 looks like, but we all know Dale Earnhardt Jr., known for the 8 back in the day. He brought it back for his late model race. It is what it is. Let's see. Venom says, Venom, it's still just a number. That's from Narnia. They're arguing amongst themselves in the text, in the chat. Let's see. Okay, I want to make sure I read these before I put up anything that's not appropriate. Silverado. I drive a Chevy Silverado, by the way. I love that. So why not sue RCR because they run the 8 car every weekend? MF sounds like he's just hurting for money and wants to sue someone that had money to get rich, like the rest of the sorry MFs in this world. Lamar's a bum. You guys are Team Junior on this for sure. Let's see. We also have Dale Jr. had 8 on his car at Concord Speedway, 1993. I was talking about the Budweiser 8. I don't know when Dale Jr. first had the 8 on his car at all. You would know better than I. Jarrett, no one has the rights to a number. You can only trademark the stylization of a number. Okay, so if they're saying the numbers are too similar, again, it's a white 8 with red for Dale. It's a white 8 with the purple or whatever it is for Lamar. This is silly, folks. Come on. Let's see. Catman says, talking about riding coattails, who's Lamar? Come on, you know who Lamar Jackson, though, is. Very famous, very good. Hall of Fame, future Hall of Fame quarterback, MVP multiple times. How many MVPs? 3? Something like that for the Baltimore Ravens. I got nothing against Lamar, big picture, but I do think this is petty. Let's see. Media Madness says, so stupid. Let's see. I'm not going to get into all of this. Brandon Burnett, what a punk. Here we go. Al Milton says NASCAR owns the car numbers used in their series. A car owner has to get the car number from NASCAR. Jesse Harris says, so this is real. WTF. Here we go. I've seen a crosswalk countdown sign showing 8 once. Watch out. That's from PJH making jokes. Yes, nobody owns the number 8. Come on now. Here we go. Everybody's saying, who is Lamar? So stupid. It's a number. Never heard of Jackson until now. You never heard of Lamar Jackson? Come on now. Wow, from Slowburn. I'm not going to put all these up there. Let's see. Dude, this is crazy. He's delusional. They've been using number 8 before his mama was in diapers, smearing Poop on the walls. Got a lot of comments. You guys are fired up. Fired up, and I get it. So we were arguing over a font type. Good God. Steve B. Football players don't market numbers. For NASCAR, a driver's number is literally their brand. This is apples and oranges. I think some football players, some numbers are more iconic to different players in different sports. I think we can agree on that. Never seen more entitled butthurt group of individuals. That's from Slowburn. Kristen Angier says Dale Jr. is 1,000 times more important than Lamar will ever be. Well, I understand if you think that. And look, I have nothing against either guy, obviously. But we're in the NASCAR world. This channel is NASCAR driven. You guys are NASCAR fans. I do think this is petty, but Lamar Jackson is a huge name also. So is Dale Earnhardt Jr. But it is two heavyweights. It's two heavyweights going toe-to-toe here over this trademark. Catman says, LOL. Stevie B says, I bet it's Lamar's team and not really him doing this. I don't know. Doesn't he have the final say? Come on now. This is funny. Kathy Wooden. What's next? Is Gretzky going to sue Suarez for the use of the 99? That one would not be close. Let's be real. Wayne Gretzky, Daniel Suarez, all due respect, Daniel Suarez, not on the same level. I do think it's fair to say Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Lamar Jackson are pretty close to the same level. We're talking national cachet, Q rating, and all that. I understand we're all NASCAR fans here, but the NFL is bigger than big. And Lamar Jackson's one of the best players in the NFL. MVP, 3 times, whatever it is. I don't even know. Somebody can check on that. So here we go. This isn't affecting other numbers like RCRs. This is a trademark. It's a stylistic opposition, apparently. I'm not an expert on this. I just thought it was interesting to talk about. It's been all over social media. You've probably been seeing this. Let's see. Here we go. So here we go. This is from Hildy. How can we be confused about the use of the number as stated by Lamar? Lamar uses Era 8 on his merch. No confusion here. Plus, we waited for years for Junior to get his number back from Teresa. So good luck, Lamar. Yeah, I think this is petty. I don't think it's going to go very far. And I think in the end, they'll both be able to trademark or whatever, use their numbers in different ways. That's me if common sense prevails, which I do think it will. We're getting a lot of people. Got 169 people watching live on YouTube. Thank you again. Please hit that like button. Subscribe, please, if you haven't. Drop a comment. And then if you're listening on Kenny Wallace Media Podcast, same deal. Please throw a comment out there. Give us that 5-star rating. It helps. We really, really appreciate it. Steve B says, so Junior will just change the style of the 8 to something else, then make this go away. Sounds like not a big deal. Yeah, it's not a huge deal, but it's kind of interesting. And again, Lamar Jackson did this with Troy Aikman, who was also trying to trademark 8, I read, EIGHT. In the end, I don't think this is a big deal. I think they'll all be able to use merch in different ways, and we'll figure this out. But it's fun to talk about right now on a slow Friday as it's raining like crazy here in St. Louis. So there you go. I'm going to log off. Didn't want to go too long. 18 minutes. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Love you all. Love you all. And I'll read a couple more comments. Let's see. We got Luap Nasa. No, thank you. Always go, Kenny. You better not cave. I don't think Junior can cave on this. You don't think Junior can cave on this? I'm trying to get rid of my comments here. What the heck is going on? How do I get rid of my comments? I don't want to show it. I don't want to show the comments. Hi, there we go. Okay. I'll shut her down. 19 minutes. Thank you guys. Didn't want to go too long. Interesting story. Comment once this video is put on YouTube as a recorded, and drop your comments podcast as well. Love you all. Have a great weekend, everybody. Darlington throwback. Can't wait. See ya. Take care. Charlie Marlow signing off.